Hi everyone, this is David Berlin, your friendly neighborhood English as a second language and accent reduction tutor. I've got a little bit of a cold today, so please bear with me. I'm just getting over a particularly nasty weekend. But in any case, I wanted to talk about something that many students have asked me about. It's a question that comes up again and again. And the question is, why do Americans smile so much? People often who are not from here sometimes wonder if the smiles are fake, or if we're hiding our feelings, or if it's not genuine. I wouldn't misunderstand or misinterpret. Americans as a culture, now I'm not talking about individual Americans, and I'm not talking about any areas of the country in particular, but in general, Americans try to take a very, very positive view of other people and the nature of other people on an individual level, right? So if some people might not like this group of people or that group of people, but when they talk about one person in specific, they like this person or they like that person. So when we meet someone, we often give a smile because we like to meet people, and we don't necessarily think of that person that we're meeting as a potential enemy or somebody who can hurt us. It's quite the opposite. We see people that we meet as potential friends, or if we don't know them, maybe somebody who we could be friendly with. We want that person to feel comfortable with us, and that's why we smile, because we want to make the other person comfortable. We believe that a smile is a good way to do that. Sometimes folks from other places tend to be a lot more cynical about their fellow man than Americans are. Americans are generally not cynical about their fellow people. So because of that positivity or that non-cynical way of looking at things that we have in general, now obviously, as I said, some people are very cynical in America, but that non-ironic way of looking at things, where we tend to look at things we tend to look at things directly, in a direct way. We tend to see things from point A to point B to point C, and we don't look for devious intent, and we don't look for devious motive, or hidden motive, let's say. And so, because of that, when we see people, we smile. You see, because we don't automatically assume that that person who we're smiling at is out to hurt us, or what have you. Another example, by the way, and this is related, is that Americans will sometimes start conversations with people they don't even know. And we're friendly towards people we don't even know. This amazes some people who are from other parts of the world. How could you start a conversation with somebody you don't know and haven't been introduced to? Isn't that rude, or isn't that forward? We don't see it that way at all. In America, we really sort of see everybody as equal to everybody else, so there's no reason that somebody can't start a conversation with somebody else, and we don't automatically assume that the somebody else would be out to hurt us or harm us, or might have any devious intent or ill intent, let's say. We just smile and start a conversation. So that's really one of our cultural reasons that we smile a lot. We're not cynical about other people. We're not cynical about the rest of the world. It's interesting because I've certainly had people feel or tell us that Americans tend to see the world like children, without hidden motive. We don't look for people's hidden motives. We assume that everything is on the up and up, and that what you see is what you get. And that's definitely true, or it can be true with certain Americans. but it kind of relates to why do we smile a lot, because we don't, we assume that what we see with a person is what we get. So we're not looking for hidden motives. We're not looking for ways that this person could hurt me. We're not looking at things like that. We see, every time we see somebody new, we assume that we see a potential friend. So we smile. All right? This is David Berlin, your friendly neighborhood English as a second language and accent reduction tutor. And if you'd like to call me, you can reach me at 732-807-5424 to discuss why Americans smile so much, or any of your English as a second language and accent reduction related issues. Feel free to give me a call or hit me up on Skype at david.berlin.esl is my Skype ID. Once again, my telephone number is 732-807-5424. Or you can read my Twitter feed, my American Idiom of the Day, at twitter.com/DavidBerlinESL, or you can check out my blog at davidberlinesl.blogspot.com. All right? Okay. Hope to hear from you. This is David Berlin, your friendly neighborhood English as a second language teacher and accent reduction tutor, signing off. Goodbye.